Now, Daniel chapter 11 verse 41 reads, He shall enter also into the glorious land, and many countries shall be overthrown. I will split this verse and focus on the first half now. I'll come back to the second half later. This first portion of it prophesies of the British Empire taking control of the Holy Land. According to Reuters.com, in 1917, British troops captured Jerusalem from the Ottoman Empire. Under the British, the early Zionist movement was able to lay the groundwork for what would become modern Israel. In 1922, the League of Nations awarded Britain an international mandate to administer Palestine during the post-war deal-making that redrew the map of the Middle East. This fulfills the rest of Daniel chapter 11 verse 39, which reads, And he shall cause them to rule over many, and shall divide the land for gain. So now you know why I sort of place things in different orders. It's because line upon line, precept upon precept, here a little, there a little, it all falls into place. Now, the Ottoman Empire was overthrown, and all the territory that Britain administered included Mandatory Palestine, currently the State of Israel, and Jordan, then called Transjordan. After 5 years before the establishment of Mandatory Palestine in 1917, the Balfour Declaration was issued by the British government. It announced Britain's support for the establishment of a national home for the Jewish people in Palestine. The declaration was contained in a letter dated to the 2nd of November 1917 from the United Kingdom's Foreign Secretary Arthur Balfour to Lord Rothschild, a leader of the British Jewish community, for transmission to the Zionist Federation of Great Britain and Ireland. This was the dividing of the land for gain. Many people believe that this prophecy was future tense, but I believe that I've proven here that it has already been fulfilled. So was verses 39 through 43 fulfilled? We move on to verse 44. Daniel chapter 11 verse 44 reads, But tidings out of the east and out of the north shall trouble him. Therefore he shall go forth with great fury to destroy and utterly make away many. So here we have the start of World War II. In this verse, the north refers to Germany once again, but this time it is Nazi Germany, and the east refers to Imperial Japan. These two countries were key players in the Axis powers, which also included Italy. The opposing Western allies were made up of what was formerly called the United Nations. The key members were the United Kingdom, United States, Soviet Union, and China. After World War II, we have the fulfillment of half of the next verse. So Daniel chapter 11:45, we read, And he shall plant the tabernacles of his palace between the seas and the glorious holy mountain. In November 1947, the United Nations adopted the Partition Plan, which created independent Jewish and Arab states, meaning that Great Britain no longer had control of the territories of Mandatory Palestine and Transjordan, fulfilling the second half of Daniel 11:41. Daniel 11:41 reads, But these shall escape out of his hand, even Edom and Moab and the chief of the children of Ammon. These three regions made up the territory of Transjordan, now called Jordan. Mandatory Palestine became the State of Israel. So once again, the establishment of the State of Israel fulfills the first half of Daniel chapter 11 verse 45. And he shall plant the tabernacles of his palace between the seas and the glorious holy mountain. Between the seas refers to the Dead Sea and the Mediterranean Sea. The glorious holy mountain is Mount Zion, Jerusalem.